Family, yo, we about to talk about the lost key to success, the hidden key. Let's go and get it. I'm gonna pull out my Nguza Challenge Self Mastery Journal, and we gonna hit this discussion. I can't wait. Come on, join us. All right, let's talk about this lost key. So today, I'm reviewing the principle Kujichagulia. It's Kujichagulia for me. You can tell by the tie it got on that dark blue that was close to indigo as I could get. But in today's lesson, I was looking over, I had to review Kujichagulia, and a couple of things stood out to me. First, the folktale that came with this one was the shepherd and the sea. And the conclusion or the moral of the story is those with limited understanding often make the wrong analysis. And a lot of us, we have limited understanding, so we're making the wrong analysis. We think it's other parts of our lives that are causing us. We think it's other people that are causing us not to be able to move to where we want to be, whether it's hitting that perfect weight, whether it's that working out, whether it's that making more money, whether it's that starting a business. We have insufficient information, right? We have a limited understanding. And one of the things that I want to hit on right now is that part of that limited understanding, because there's other things that go along with that. I think we don't understand the true power of sacrifice, right? So, Brother Tim, what does sacrifice have to do with the principle Kujichagulia? Now, Kujichagulia is that principle that talks about defining ourselves for ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Defining our community, defining who and what we are. But once I start defining, right, I start discovering things that I need to sacrifice. In order for me to become the new me, I have to sacrifice the old me. And many of us don't understand the power of this. When we sacrifice the old us, it allows us, it makes room for us to start moving those new things in. Many of us can't change old habits because we have not sacrificed the old habits. We can't get rid of them. We can't bring in the new. You can't bring in the new into your life because you have too much of the old cluttering up your life. So in order to make the changes that you need to move to where you want to go, you have to be willing to sacrifice. One of the Proverbs, of course, is those that are not willing to sacrifice will not be fulfilled. And we always got to remember this. Also, when we're talking about self-definition, we got to when we're talking about Kujichagulia, the ability to define ourselves, define our tribe, define our families. Not only as individuals do we have to let old things go. Not only do we have to sacrifice them, you know what I'm saying? We got to literally put them on the altar and sacrifice them. We got to burn them, do a burnt offering to the universe or to whatever you believe in. You got to get rid of it, right? So that you could grow and become more powerful. But along with that, we also got to be willing to embrace the fact that once we start taking our own definitions back, once we start claiming and we start using our power to define ourselves, we become enemies of the state. We become enemies of the clique. We become enemies in the school. We become enemies at the job. Why? Because people are feeling uncomfortable because you are bold enough to stand up and declare what you are rather than allowing others to define you. See, this is the issue. Many of you are living on selves that would, or what you call yourself, your personalities that have been set by other people and defined by other people. Now it's time for you to be a man or a woman and stand up and start defining yourself. Define it within the confines of you. If you want to have confines, if you want to have limits, because this is what definition also does too. Definitions help you set the borders. It help you set the limits, right? Because A does this and this. It does not do that and that. It stays within its area, right? What area has been defined for you? Many of us are fitting into definitions that don't even fit us. We're fitting into definitions that have been set by others, and we act in them because it makes others feel comfortable. And what we have to sacrifice also is the need to make others feel comfortable, especially when they're outside of your culture. This is Brother Tim. My 5 minutes is up, and I'm out.